Hello everyone, Reaper What Ifs here to bring you part 7. What if female deku was the daughter of All For One? Now, I'm slowly but surely running out of ideas for this what if. Yep. So, I'm slowly running out of ideas for this, so I'm thinking about stopping it here. So, yeah. Now, we'll start up. Now, we come back to a week after the events of the training camp. As Aizawa walks in and says he has an announcement, the class quiets down and listens to and pays attention to Mr. Aizawa, as he simply says there's a traitor within UA. As the entire class froze. Wait, did I do this? I think I did this at the end of last part. I didn't care, I'm just doing it again because I bloody forgot. Yeah, as they're looking around trying to figure out who the traitor could be, now we jump to Izumi, as she's visibly shocked and looking around like everybody else, but in her mind she's pissed scared of being found out. As we come to when it's time for Heroes vs. Villains training with All Might. As All Might can see, Class 1A is still shooken up by the traitor. Young heroes, I know this traitor business has us all shook. So put it aside for now and focus on your training, as he finishes that sentence with his signature smile. As the class perks up a bit, putting the traitor announcement to one side, at least till the training's done. As by the end of it, the building they were training in is just leveled thanks to Bakugo and Izumi. As All Might put them up against each other, which wasn't a good idea. So now, when Izumi gets home, she informs her parents about that UA suspect there's a traitor in their midst, and that they're increasing security. As Izumi, before leaving UA, saw Nezu talking to what appeared to be a security installer. As this just makes things makes getting information in and out of UA harder. And Izumi nearly forgot the reason she returned home the reason is, well, to inform her parents, of course, and to collect some few things she forgot. And she took him to the dorms with her, as she decides to play a little prank on Bakugo. As she sees Bakugo, along with a few other students, not a few other students, as they're in the 1A dorms. She sees Bakugo talking to Kirishima and Denki, as Ochako conveniently walk by, as using her telekinesis, she trips Ochako. As when Ochako falls down the stairs, she lands on Bakugo. As everyone looked to what happened, as they all see Ochako laying on top of Bakugo. Their faces literally inches from each other. As then they hear a small laugh, then it gets a little bit louder and louder. Bakugo, recognizing the laugh, gets up and shouts, "I'm gonna kill you, Izumi!" as he just starts running up the stairs. She uses her telekinesis to avoid him. As 5 hours later, he comes down to find Izumi sitting in the common room talking to Ochako. As he runs up and tries to explode her, as, that doesn't go well. As everyone hears explosions and is scared of a villain attack, as Izumi just points up and they see Bakugo just lighting off explosions while being pinned to the roof with Izumi's telekinesis. When it's time for dinner, Izumi totally uses focus and drops Bakugo, and Bakugo lands on the floor. His bones aren't broken, but he's sure gonna have sore. But he's sure as hell sore. I'll get it next time, as the few weeks that go by are pretty normal. In between classes, the teachers are trying to figure out who the traitor is. And the students are trying to ignore it, but not really working that much. As Izumi finds Ida alone, and walks up to him while blushing. As Ida is happy to see a friend, but he's worried to why she looks so nervous. As she has trouble getting words out to Ida, as Ida sees she's okay, and before Ida could say anything else to Izumi, Izumi says, "Would you like to go on a date with me, Ida?" Now, Ida, hearing this, shuts down for like half a second before he starts blushing. And says, "Sure, Izumi, I would love to go on a date with you." As they figure out the schedule of the date, as yeah, as Mina comes out of nowhere, along with the rest of the girls congratulating Izumi on finally confessing to Ida, as she gets scared and just pins them all to the roof. As she lets them down easy after realizing what she did. As yeah. Now we'll come to a weekday. No, not a weekday. A weekend. As we see Ida in the common room, dressed nicely, and is nervous as hell. As Bakugo, Kirishima, Denki, a lot of the 1A boys are there trying to calm down, as Izumi's pacing back and forth in a room, muttering. Yeah, I believe any version of Izuku, male or female, villain or hero, would mutter. And just and get lost in a trance of analyzation. As she's coming up with multiple possibilities of this date going wrong, as Mina, Momo, Ochako, and Jiro are the main ones trying to calm her down. As when she finally calms down, she walks down to the common room. Now she comes down to the common room. Ida, seeing her, blushes, and immediately his brain stops working. Just imagine, the computer buffering thing on his head, and in his face is Tenya Ida XE has stopped working. Oh, why did I do that? Nah, seeing Izumi dressed nicely, he blushes and says, "You look beautiful, Izumi. You look handsome yourself, Ida." As Ida offers his hand, Izumi takes it and they walk to start their date. As first on the list was a movie that Ida and Izumi both wanted to see. It's a new Aliens vs. Predator movie. That's one of my favorite movie franchises, Alien vs. Predator. One of my all-time favorite movie franchises of all time. I don't want to turn this to a ranking video, but my best franchise of all time is the King Kong franchise. That's my favorite because, one, I've seen, so as I could tell, every modern version of the King Kong movies. I've played the Xbox 360 Percy Jackson game, which I want to play again because that's awesome as all hell. And they need to come up with a Kong Skull Island game where you create your own character, choose if you're part of Monarch or the Marines sent there to guard the Monarch scientists. And it basically goes through all of the events of the Skull Island movie. Basically. After the movie, they go to a 5-star restaurant that he managed to get a seat for last minute. As they walk in, Izumi is impressed that Ida was able to get a reservation here last minute. As they walk in and order the dinner, as they start small chat. As they're trying to get to know each other a little bit, they're talking about their favorite movies, games, the normal getting to know you conversations. As we look over across the restaurant, we see... Who do we see? Trice and Toga. Now, they're on a date, and date is in air quotations, because Orphan sent them there to spy on Izumi while she's on her date. She noticed them straight up from the movie theater, but she just really did nothing about it because, one, she just doesn't care. Anything were to happen, she could just take him out instantly. As they have dinner, and now they're having a nice stroll through the park. As they are both happy that the date went well, as we go into Izumi's head for a minute. As well, if her relationship with Ida continues, she's going to have to live life as a hero and villain, but she's... Now, like I said, she's enjoying the hero training and finds being a hero much more fun than being a villain. As she just stops walking. Eden noticing this, asks her what's wrong, as without saying a word, just kisses Ida. As she's made up a decision. As she's made a decision. Now, actually, no, part 8's going to be the last part because I've come up... No, this is not the last part. Part 8 is the last part because I just come up with a hell of an idea. Yeah, she's made up an idea. And she's just... Yeah. As Ida, first shocked by this, just naturally goes in with the kiss and just... As they, after they had their like 2-minute long kiss, they head back to the dorms. And I'm gonna stop it here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, again, I've come up with a hell of an idea for part 8, and is the last part. So, yeah. If you like what I'm doing and want to see more of stuff like this, remember to comment, like, and or subscribe, as well as turn on that post notification bell. And out.